Hey, Sunday. That means it's time for us to go cooking once again with our resident chef, Chef MLK Martin Cobalt. I say in the studio once again. You're off though. Back to Austria.
Couple of days, yeah. Couple of days. Next week Saturday, I'm off. Yeah.
Nice to have been in South Africa.
It was a beautiful time. I really enjoyed it. It's always lovely to come back. I love this country.
It's beautiful. And now back to the cold and hopefully some snow soon.
Yeah, well, when I left, there was some snow up in the mountains already, but nothing in the valleys. But my wife told me it's very cold, very cold, very cold.
Yeah.
Very cold. But that's what it's all about. Yeah. That's the season coming up now, which I really enjoy.
And January, that sort of time when there is some decent snow, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's when you'll be on your skis.
Yes, in December already. Believe me, December. Yeah. Well, ski season is starting in 3 weeks' time, beginning of December. You know, so I'm looking forward to it. But then we can do some nice. I do a cooking show from the snow. How is that?
That'd be great.
I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to sit in somewhere in an igloo, which I built myself, of course not. And then we're just going to sit in the snow and we're going to do a nice recipe, which warms all of our hearts.
We went to a restaurant once when I was staying with you, down the valley in the Lungau Valley.
Yeah.
And we went on a horse carriage.
Oh, yes, yeah. That was
one of the locals who's got beautiful.
Neubaumer, that was the restaurant. It's like a little old, real retro style bloody guest house. Mm-hmm. And that restaurant inside, and we went on that on the slopes there.
Beautiful.
It was nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. But that was a bloody cold day.
It was freezing.
That was cold. But we were.
It wasn't as cold as the night we went.
Rodling. Yeah, Rodling. That was nice. Oh, Jesus.
That's the Austrian version of sledding.
Sledding, yeah.
Jeez, but I tell you, when we first took off, that slope was like that. And I remember just going like this because you're that far from the snow, and you just get snow in your face the whole time.
Yeah, because you're trying to brake and it just sprays up there. And then a little boy drove into you, remember?
Yes.
But the little boy is not that little anymore. He's a big guy now, you know, and he owns a beautiful restaurant. I actually work with him now at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, and we often talk about that situation. You know, it felt so bad because he couldn't even say anything because he didn't speak any English. And he just said, jawohl, na, kleiner Junge, kein Problem, ja. He was your little German. Yeah, that was fantastic. That was great times. Thinking often about it, yeah.
Okay, right. Courtesy of Russell Hobbs. We're talking about snow skiing and all sorts of things. Yeah. Right, Chef, what we up to today?
Well, I think with snow and cold, there's always a hearty meal and a good baked bread. So I thought today we're going to tackle the Russell Hobbs bread machine, which is a wonderful machine if you got that at home. It's really, really nice because you know what is nice about the Russell Hobbs bread machine? You can put all your ingredients in like the night before, you know, and then you just program it and it starts automatically in the morning. So by the time you get up, you get the bread smell the bread, you know, but you're going to have to like, you know, it takes a while. It takes a couple of hours to make the beautiful bread, but the results are absolutely wonderful. So today I decided to do an Italian herb and garlic bread in the Russell Hobbs bread machine. So ingredients very easy. So prep time is about 10 minutes, so quick to put all the ingredients together. And then the cooking time or baking time is about 1.5 to 2 hours. So the important thing to say about the bread machines, and it is very important, and I would like to say that right at the beginning. It comes when you buy it, it comes with little containers, like your measurement cups. You know, and we all get our recipes from our grandfathers and grandmothers and omas and opas or whatever, and they got these wonderful things, and they said a cup of flour and a cup of that and a cup of that and whatever. Don't use the same cup measurement as you have for the Russell Hobbs bread machine. You need to use that cups which comes with the bread machine because it's such a scientific thing in that bread machine because it kneads by itself, it mixes by itself, so the measurements need to be really 100%. So the Russell Hobbs bread machine comes with quite an extensive bread recipes, a really good variety, which we developed with Chef MLK. And just as I said, we had major problems with people just using their own recipes and their own cups, and it just doesn't work because it's a machine.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say that right in the beginning, but otherwise absolutely wonderful. So ingredients: 2/3 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, and 4 teaspoons of dry active yeast. So that's all the ingredients basically you need. All right, so basically you just...
Hang on, where does the garlic and the Italian herbs
Well,
come?
it's coming.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, gee.
It's putting on top.
Okay.
It's putting on top. You see, okay. So basically you just add the water and the oil into the Russell Hobbs machine, and then you just add the flour. You literally put all the ingredients aside.
Right.
And you see, that's a difficult one to explain, because when you make a normal bread on the board, you just put it in a mixer you need, you let it rest, etc. The machine does everything for you. So you literally just put all the ingredients in the pot, you set the program, and you walk away.
So it's called lazy bread.
Yeah, maybe you could say that, but I think convenient would be maybe even a better word. So, and that's, so it's difficult to explain a method with the Russell Hobbs bread machine, because
it does everything.
It does everything. The method is just literally press a button. That's really it. So,
yeah. Oh, this bread's wonderful. How did you make it? I pressed the button.
press the button. I mean, we got lots of beautiful coffee machines, from bean to cup, press a button. And that's what it is. So, that's the wonderful thing about the bread machine, which I really, really enjoy. It's the convenience. And yes, it takes a while to bake. Of course, because normally when you bake a bread, put ingredients you need, and if it's got yeast, it needs to stand for half an hour, it needs to rise again, they need to fold it in again, they need to rise it again, so it takes time. The machine takes exactly the same time. It's just as that physical kneading and mixing, the machine takes over from you, and the timing for how long it needs to rest, how it needs to, all those type of things. So yeah.
These guys are bloody clever. Eh?
Too much.
Yeah,
too much. It's so nice, really. And with as I said, with the Russell Hobbs bread machine comes a nice extensive recipe book. A really, really nice variety, from gluten-free breads to soda breads to rye breads, everything. It's all in there. So I can only recommend it. But the method is easy. Press the button. Very easy.
Okay, now once that button has been pressed and it's all cooked and done, and you take out this beautiful loaf, now what do you do?
You take it out, that there's this bread tin, you take it out, the bread tin, you take it out, you just spread a little bit of butter on top there, and you just put your garlic on there, your herbs on top there, and then you just let it rest, just let it cool down to room temperature. When you cut it, when it's comes out, it's nice and hot. So you just indulge yourself with the aromas first, while it cools down, and then you just slice it properly, and you just slap some butter on there, and then you take your Russell Hobbs sandwich maker out, the one we did last week, and you make a beautiful sandwich. And that's what it is. So,
you know what? The problem is, it sounds so bloody simple.
It is.
Yeah, but you're almost wanting to say, okay, where's the catch? But there isn't a catch.
No, there isn't a catch. There is really not a catch. The only problem we might have with the Russell Hobbs bread maker, because it takes a bit of a time to bake, and if you get load shedding, then we got the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Because then the program starts again. So that's the only challenge currently. But other than that, you've got absolutely no problem with that Russell Hobbs bread machine.
Good one.
Yeah.
Safe travel back to Austria.
Thank you.
And we'll speak to you from your little village in Austria next week.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
You say that's so degrading, that little village in Austria.
It is a beautiful little village.
It is a beautiful little village, yeah, of course, yeah.
Martin, very nice to see you again. And you're looking fine and fit and
fat
and flourishing. And
I love you too.
Chef MLK, Martin Cobalt, our resident chef, courtesy of Russell Hobbs. Nice to have you with us. We'll catch you again tomorrow with The Finance Show. Bye-bye.